2, 1.
Hello out there in YouTube world. My name is Kim. I'm a reseller on the Poshmark app as well as the eBay app. And today I'm going to tell you what I sold on Poshmark only in October. So I have my screen up. I'm new at this, so give me 1 second to get everything situated. So the first thing I sold in the month of October, and I'm going to tell you what it sold for, but I'm not going to tell you what I made. It's basically 20% off of what you sold it for. And if I gave a discount for shipping, that would also be a part of it. Today's just going to be a short video. I'll do the actual calculations next time. But today I'm just going to tell you what it sold for. So let's start with the first one I sold in October was this Corey Aztec hooded cardigan. I sold it for $11. And just a quick note, just keep in mind, I shop most of my items at the Goodwill bins here. So everything is $1.99 per pound and for clothing and $1.19 per pound for hard goods. So let's continue. The next item that I sold was the Seiko leather convertible crossbody bag in green and so soft. I sold it for $44. Next, we have the Disney Parks Minnie Mouse ears headband, and I sold that for $8. The next item here that you see is a Page size 26 Verdugo jeggings and velvet. It had a velvet-like texture, great fall color. This is my best friend modeling in the picture. I sold that for $15. And some of these items you see, I probably could have held out for a higher amount, but if they sit too long, I move them out because I live in a small apartment. Next item was Madewell. Madewell, size small. It was a duster jacket in like a beautiful olive green. Sat a little while, but I sold it finally for $17. Next up, we have this Ralph Lauren black A-line skirt. It was a plus size, size 18W, new with tags. Sold that for $28. It was a beautiful skirt. Moving on next, a great find indeed at the bins, and it was an ivory, no stains. Tory Burch rib V-neck cardigan, size small. I sold that for $25. Next item up that I see is an Anthropologie Phoebe Couture sequin dress, size 12. That sat a little while, but I finally sold it for $13. Very beautiful indeed. Next up, we have these Page size 29 denim Laurel Canyon bootcut jeans, which don't sell as well for me. Sold for $11, still made a little profit. Next up, Pendleton. Again, sold these pretty quickly, but only sold them for $10, and they were a career dress trouser, size 12, so a good larger size. That's my size, but they don't sell as well, the Pendleton pants. Next up, we have the O'Neill woman's short sleeve. It was a wetsuit. I found it for $1 at the retail bin, not the bins, the retail Goodwill store, new with tags, and I actually sold that for $40. Next up, we have this beautiful soft Peter Mylar short sleeve polo. This was an extra large or 2XL in blue, sold for only $10. It was in great condition too excellent, but just doesn't sell for much, and I don't let things sit for too long if I don't have to. Next up, we have this Disney vintage Mickey overall short set, shorts. Size large. It was so cute. It had this embroidered detail. Sold it for $31. Again, found at the bins. Next, we have this Tommy Bahama leaf silk print short sleeve top, size large. And I always sell Tommy Bahama really quickly, side note. Size large, $22 sold for. Now, this next one has a side story, but I'm going to save it for next time. Tommy Hilfiger windbreaker. Extra large. You don't see it here, but on the back it did have some detail, or it was the side. I can't remember. Great size, XX large. It sat for longer than I thought. I thought it'd sell the first week. It took about a month. Sold for $38. I bought it in Vegas at Savers. First time at Savers, so that was cool. Forever 21 is next up. It was silver metallic cropped hoodie. size small, only sold for $10. Of course, Forever 21 is pretty inexpensive anyway, so didn't sell that for a lot, but I was still happy, made a profit. Oh, this next J. Crew tie side cream long sleeve sweater. It was like a cable knit. Oh, it was like brand new condition. Someone had it in a bag sealed at the Goodwill bin. It was just great. Someone didn't look in the bag. I found it first. $30 sold. Sold it within 24 hours, as I recall. Next one up, sat a little longer, got a lot of likes for over a month, but it just wasn't moving. I finally sold it for $23. It had all this intricate detail on the vest. It was a leather vest. $23, still good. Next up, we have this Bowden. Sorry, let me go back up. Bowden cashmere color block sweater, tunics, size 8. And it was beautiful. Sold for $35. Bowden sells well. Usually sell it within a couple weeks, depending upon the style, just like everything. Works Brother wool classic blazer for women, size 14P, petite size. Sells for a lot, didn't profit a lot. I could have waited, but it's a big, heavy item. I have a small apartment, 664 square feet. I live with 2 teenage boys. Well, 1 teenager, 1's an adult. So I had to get it out. $17 sold. Next up, we have the Sam Edelman. I can say that. Say that 3 times. Like too many cupcakes. Leather stripe Felicia Ballet flat, size 7, sold for $20. So those pretty quick. Next up, we have a Lafayette 148 New York capri jeans plus size 16 petite. Petite sometimes goes a little slower. I'm petite, but still sold it probably in less than 2 weeks. $25. Good profit on those, and they were in very good condition. Now, this next top took a lot longer to sell than I thought. Madewell just doesn't sell very fast for me. I'm sure if it's an extremely detailed, interesting style, but this one didn't. Madewell color black short sleeve top. Pretty simple. It was cool, though. Good condition. Very good condition. $8. Next up, we have the 7 of All Mankind, size 26 bootcut corduroy. Corduroy does not sell quick, usually for me. Well, I haven't been selling that long, but corduroy, I would imagine not as many people wear it, but they're still great, especially for the fall. These were a white, off-white, no stains, excellent condition, $15 sold. Next up, these sat for a long time. This is a certain person. Dolce Vita pink spike suede pump, size 9.5, $18. It was missing a spike on the back because someone had some fun. $18 sold, sat a while. Matisse tapestry fabric leather mule, size 9, sold for $40. I thought those were cool. They did sell this brand also, I heard, at Anthropologie. Great condition, like a Western style. Next up, we have these Born leather suede sandals, blue, size 7, flats. Set for about a month, $15 sold. Next up, I heard from my favorite bin pickers, buy everything that's shiny spandex. So I did. American Apparel gold metallic bodysuit, sold for $15. Next up, we have these Geox size 8 leather suede Italian wedges in black, size 8, $21. Those took a long time to sell, and they sell really for a lot of money. But they did take a while to sell. Next up, we have this BDG, which is Urban Outfitters, plaid button-down long sleeve. Of course, plaid is in right now for the fall, sold for $20, and I sold that like in less than a week. Very quick. Next, we have up Zara Man jeans. These actually belong to my son, who gave them to me. They were great, stretchy, good condition. Sold for $18 in, I think, less than 2 days. Next, we have these Vince Riley leggings. Sold for $18. Those also sold pretty quick, less than a week. Now, these next up sold extremely quick. Madewell. This one did sell. Good style. Langford wide leg crop, size 29. Good size. Sold for $39. They were in excellent condition. Looked like no one wore them at the bins and just threw them in. Next, we have this Billabong open front long sleeve cardigan, size large. That sold for $17. We're approaching my recording limit, so I'm going to try to move quicker. We have this members only jacket sold for $20. It looks like I'm going to have to do a part 2, guys. I'm going to have to raise my limit on what I'm doing here. So I'm going to do a part 2. So stay tuned. We're going to leave you off at members only, classic, retro, racer. Please subscribe and tune in for part 2. Thank you for subscribing if you have. Share.